Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we're looking at the top 20 Nintendo Switch games you must play before the Switch 2 comes out. These games are all masterpieces that scored perfect 10 out of 10 ratings. We'll explain what makes each game so special without any big spoilers. Let's jump right in. Luigi's Mansion 3 puts you in the shoes of the often forgotten Mario brother as he explores a haunted hotel to save his friends. The game gives you a special vacuum cleaner called the Poltergust G00 that can suck up ghosts and objects around the hotel. The coolest new feature is Gooigi, a gooey copy of Luigi that can squeeze through pipes and help solve puzzles. Each floor of the hotel has a different theme, like a medieval castle or disco dance floor, with unique ghosts to catch. The best part is how you can interact with almost everything in the rooms by sucking, blowing, or flashing your light on it. The controls are easy to learn, but give you many ways to fight ghosts. You can play alone or team up with a friend, with one person controlling Luigi and the other controlling Gooigi. The ghost-busting action is mixed with clever puzzles that make you think without being too hard. Astral Chain puts you in a future world where monsters from another dimension are attacking Earth. You play as a police officer who can control special creatures called legions that are connected to you by a glowing chain. The game's biggest innovation is how you control both your character and your legion at the same time. You move with the left stick and position your legion with the right stick. During fights, you can wrap the chain around enemies to tie them up, send your legion to attack from a distance, or perform special team moves. Between battles, you investigate crime scenes like a detective, gathering clues, and talking to witnesses. The game has 5 different legions to use, each with special abilities like a sword arm or arrow attacks. The city you protect looks amazing with neon lights and futuristic buildings. The story follows you and your twin as you uncover secrets about the monsters and your own special powers.
Somewhere. Whatever they are, get out of there now. That is all.
Wait, hey! Don't you hang up on me! Damn! How are we supposed to fight something we can't even see? This is real.
Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury gives you 2 great Mario games in one package. The main game lets you play as Mario, Luigi, Peach, or Toad as you run and jump through colorful 3D levels. Each character moves differently. Mario is balanced, Luigi jumps higher but slides more, Peach can float briefly, and Toad runs fastest. The Catsuit power-up lets you climb walls and scratch enemies, while other power-ups let you throw boomerangs or turn into a cannon. You can play alone or with up to 3 friends on the same screen, which gets chaotic but super fun. The bonus game, Bowser's Fury, is totally different. It's an open world where a giant, angry Bowser appears regularly to attack you. You need to collect cat shines to power up lighthouses and defeat him. It's like a test run for what open world Mario could be. The game looks colorful and runs smoothly whether you're playing on TV or in handheld mode. Animal Crossing: New Horizons lets you create your own island paradise at your own pace. You start with just a tent on a deserted island and slowly build it into a thriving community filled with animal neighbors. The game runs in real time, matching your clock and calendar so seasons change and different events happen throughout the year. Each day you can catch bugs, fish, dive for sea creatures, dig up fossils, chop wood, and collect fruit to sell for bells, the game's money. You use these bells to pay off your home loans and buy furniture and clothes. The crafting system lets you make tools, furniture, and decorations from materials you collect. The best part is customizing your island. You can place furniture outside, build bridges and ramps, and later even reshape the land and water. There's no pressure or time limits. You set your own goals and play how you want. You can also visit friends' islands online or have them visit yours to trade items and hang out. Metroid Dread brings back space bounty hunter Samus Aran in a 2D adventure that mixes exploration with intense action. The game takes place on planet ZDR, where you must escape while being hunted by killer robots called EMMI. These robots patrol certain areas, and if they catch you, it's usually game over unless you nail a perfect counter. The game's map is huge, but divided into different areas with unique looks and hazards. As you explore, you'll find new abilities like the spider magnet for climbing special walls or the flash shift for quick dashes. These powers help you reach new areas in a classic Metroidvania style. The combat feels great with smooth controls for shooting, sliding under gaps, and countering enemy attacks with perfect timing. The counter move is especially satisfying when you get it right. The story follows Samus as she discovers why the EMMI robots turned hostile, and what secrets the planet holds about an ancient alien race called the Chozo. The game perfectly balances tense stealth sections with action and exploration. Super Mario Odyssey takes Mario on a globe-trotting adventure to stop Bowser from forcing Princess Peach to marry him. The game's big new idea is Cappy, a living hat that lets Mario capture enemies and objects by throwing his hat on them. When you capture something, you control it and use its special abilities. You can be a frog that jumps super high, a T-Rex that smashes through rocks, or even a zipper that lets you travel along certain paths. The game features giant sandbox kingdoms filled with secrets and collectible power moons. Unlike older Mario games with a set number of stars, Odyssey has hundreds of moons hidden everywhere, rewarding curious players who look in every corner. The controls give Mario many moves like long jumps, cap jumps, and wall jumps that feel great to chain together. Each kingdom has its own look and challenges. You'll explore a food-themed world, a seaside resort, a massive city with realistic humans, and many more unique places. Persona 5. Royal puts you in the shoes of a high school student with a secret identity as a phantom thief who can enter people's minds to change their hearts. During the day, you live a normal student life, going to class, answering questions, hanging out with friends, working part-time jobs, and building relationships. These friendships, called confidants, give you special powers in battle as they grow stronger. At night, you enter the metaverse, a world made from people's twisted desires, where you fight shadow monsters in turn-based battles. The combat system lets you hit enemy weaknesses to knock them down and get extra turns, or negotiate with them to join your team as collectible personas, magical beings you can summon. Managing your daily schedule is key since you have limited time to build relationships and strengthen your team before story deadlines.
Persona, go down!
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 tells the story of 6 soldiers from 2 warring nations who become linked together and go on a journey to end the endless conflict. The game takes place in a huge open world with massive creatures walking around that you can see from great distances. Combat happens in real time where your characters auto-attack when close to enemies, but you need to trigger special arts attacks that have cooldown timers. The unique class system lets characters learn jobs from each other, so your healer can learn attack moves, or your fighter can learn support skills. The biggest feature is Ouroboros forms, where 2 characters can combine into a powerful mech-like being with devastating attacks. As you explore the vast world, you'll find colonies you can liberate from their masters, which unlocks new quests and characters to meet. The game deals with heavy themes like the purpose of life and the cost of war, all while keeping the story focused on the 6 main characters and their growing friendship.
We'll finish it here!
I might have the answer! Quick! Everyone get ready!
Pokémon Legends. Arceus takes the classic Pokémon formula and transforms it into an action-adventure game set in the distant past. Unlike traditional games where you walk through tall grass to trigger random battles, you can see all Pokémon roaming in the wild. You can catch them by sneaking close and throwing Pokéballs without battling, or engage them in a new battle system that focuses on speed and action order. Some Pokémon will attack you directly. Yes, you, not just your Pokémon, adding a survival element never seen before in the series. The world is divided into large open areas filled with different Pokémon types based on the environment. Your main job is creating the region's very first Pokédex by not just catching Pokémon, but observing their behaviors in the wild. Completing research tasks for each species earns you points to rank up in the Survey Corps. The crafting system lets you make your own Pokéballs, potions, and other items from materials gathered while exploring. Hollow Knight puts you in control of a small masked knight exploring the ruined bug kingdom of Hollow Nest. The game is a masterclass in exploration. You start with basic abilities and slowly gain new powers like a dash, wall jump, and double jump that lets you reach new areas. The map is enormous and interconnected, with shortcuts that link different zones together in clever ways. Combat feels precise and challenging. You have a nail, sword to attack with, and can also learn spells that use soul energy, which you collect by hitting enemies. When you get hit, you lose masks, health points, and need to find safe spots to heal, which takes time and leaves you vulnerable. The game doesn't hold your hand. There's no quest marker telling you where to go, so you need to explore and find your own path forward. Every new area has its own look, music, and enemies that tell a story without many words. The game hides its story in small details, conversations, and the environment itself, revealing what happened to this once great kingdom. Fire Emblem. 3 Houses puts you in the role of a teacher at a military academy where you choose one of 3 houses to lead: the Black Eagles, Blue Lions, or Golden Deer. Each house has different students with unique personalities and abilities. The game combines 2 main parts: teaching your students at the monastery and leading them in tactical battles. During school days, you walk around the monastery, give lessons to improve your students' skills, have meals together, and build relationships through activities and conversations. On battle days, you command your students in turn-based fights on a grid where positioning is key. You move your units, attack enemies, and use special abilities while considering things like weapon advantages and terrain effects. The choices you make affect the story dramatically, with each house offering a completely different path through the game's war-torn storyline. Portal Companion Collection brings 2 of gaming's most brilliant puzzle games to Switch. In both games, you use a special gun that shoots 2 connected portals. Go in one, come out the other. The first portal is a shorter experience where you play as Chell, a test subject trying to escape a strange facility run by a robot named GLaDOS, who guides you through test chambers with increasingly difficult portal puzzles. You'll need to use momentum, falling through one portal to launch out of another, redirect laser beams, and avoid turrets that shoot on sight. Portal 2 expands everything with longer story, new characters, and new puzzle elements like bouncy gels, light bridges, and tractor beams. The physics feel perfect. Objects behave exactly as you'd expect when sent through portals or dropped from heights. The games are famous for their dark humor and memorable dialogue, especially from GLaDOS.
Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock.
Celeste is a challenging platformer about a young woman named Madeline climbing a mysterious mountain while battling her own anxiety and self-doubt. The game's controls are simple but perfect. You can run, jump, climb walls for a limited time based on your stamina meter, and perform a mid-air dash once before touching ground again. These basic moves combine to create increasingly difficult platforming challenges that require precise timing and quick thinking. What makes Celeste special is how the mountain changes as you climb. New mechanics appear like bouncy clouds, moving platforms, wind that pushes you, and blocks that boost your dash. Later levels introduce elements that chase you or require you to carry keys while navigating dangerous obstacles. If you die, which will happen a lot, you restart immediately at the beginning of the screen with no loading time, encouraging you to keep trying without frustration. Metroid Prime Remastered brings the GameCube classic to Switch with completely updated graphics, while keeping the amazing exploration and atmosphere that made the original famous. You play as bounty hunter Samus Aran in first-person view as she investigates Planet Talon 4 after a space pirate attack. Unlike most first-person games, Prime focuses on exploration over shooting. You'll scan environments for clues and information, solve puzzles, and gradually gain new abilities that let you reach previously blocked areas. Your visor is key to gameplay. You can switch between normal view, thermal vision to see heat sources, X-ray vision to spot hidden paths, and scan visor to learn about your surroundings and enemies. As you explore, you'll find upgrades like the Morph Ball, which turns you into a small ball to access tight spaces, Grapple Beam for swinging across gaps, and various weapon types for different situations. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe brings the best racing game in the series to Switch with all DLC included plus new features. The game features 48 racetracks and 42 characters from across the Nintendo universe, each with different weight classes affecting speed and handling. The anti-gravity feature lets you race on walls and ceilings, completely changing how tracks can be designed. The item system gives you tools like shells to hit opponents, mushrooms for speed boosts, and the dreaded blue shell that targets whoever's in first place. The game balances skill and luck perfectly. Good driving helps you win, but items keep races exciting and unpredictable. What makes this version Deluxe is the revamped battle mode with proper arena courses and multiple game types like Balloon Battle and Bob-omb Blast. The game also adds smart steering and auto-accelerate options to help new players enjoy racing without frustration. You can play with up to 4 friends on one Switch, 8 players with local wireless between multiple Switch consoles, or 12 racers online. Super Mario Bros. Wonder brings incredible creativity to 2D Mario platforming with the new Wonder Flower, which transforms levels in completely unexpected ways when collected. Suddenly, pipes might grow legs and walk around. Mario could turn into a giant spike ball. The whole level might tilt sideways, or you might control a herd of charging Goombas. These wonder effects create surprising moments that will make you laugh out loud. The main gameplay is classic Mario: run and jump through levels, stomp enemies, and collect coins. But with new additions like the elephant power-up that lets you smash blocks and spray water with your trunk. The badge system adds another layer of customization. Before each level, you choose one special ability like a higher jump, starting with a power-up or immunity to certain hazards. The game includes 12 playable characters including Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Toad, and several Yoshis, each playing slightly differently. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild reinvented open-world games with its climb anything approach to exploration. You play as Link, who wakes up after 100 years sleep to find the Kingdom of Hyrule in ruins, and Princess Zelda holding the evil calamity Ganon at bay. The game gives you basic abilities at the start, then sets you free to explore the massive world however you want. You can go anywhere you can see. If there's a mountain, you can climb it. If there's a river, you can swim across it. If there's a gap, you can glide over it. The game's systems all interact naturally. Wooden weapons burn in fire, metal objects conduct electricity during storms, and enemies can be defeated using the environment instead of just your weapons. Unlike previous Zelda games with specific tools for specific dungeons, here you get all your main tools: bombs, magnesis to move metal objects, stasis to freeze objects in time, and cryonis to create ice pillars on water early and use them creatively to solve puzzles. Octopath Traveler 2 perfects the HD 2D art style with its blend of retro pixel characters and beautiful 3D environments with modern lighting effects. The game follows 8 different travelers, each with their own complete story and motivations for journeying across the world of Celestia. You can start as any character and recruit the others in any order you choose. Each character has unique path actions they can use in towns. The scholar can learn information from people, the thief can steal items, the merchant can buy rare items, and so on, during day and night, which you can switch between at any time. These abilities change, giving you different options. The turn-based battle system uses a boost point mechanic where you store points each turn to power up attacks later. Breaking enemy shields by hitting their weaknesses is key to victory. The job system lets you assign secondary classes to characters, allowing for countless combinations of abilities.
My spirit shall strike true!
My turn. You've been exposed. Missed.
The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom builds on Breath of the Wild's foundation with new abilities that completely change how you interact with the world. Set in the same Hyrule, but now with floating sky islands above and a vast underground realm below, the game begins with Link losing his arm and gaining new powers through a mysterious prosthetic replacement. The game-changing Ultra Hand ability lets you build almost anything by connecting objects together: vehicles, weapons, automated systems, or creative solutions to puzzles. The Fuse ability lets you combine weapons with objects to create unique effects, like attaching a rock to a sword for more damage, or a balloon to an arrow to make it float upward. Ascend lets you phase through ceilings to reach higher areas, while Recall reverses the movement of objects through time. These powers give unprecedented freedom in solving puzzles and navigating the triple-layered world. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate lives up to its name by including every fighter ever featured in the series, plus new ones, totaling 89 characters with all DLC. This fighting game brings together characters from across gaming history: Mario, Link, Pikachu, Sonic, Mega Man, Solid Snake, Cloud, and dozens more, in chaotic battles where up to 8 players can fight out. Unlike traditional fighting games where you deplete health bars, Smash Bros. Increases damage percentages that make you fly farther when hit, and you lose when knocked off the stage. The controls are easy to learn: 1 button for normal attacks, 1 for special moves, a shield button, and grab. But mastering each character's unique moves takes time. The game includes 116 stages from across gaming history, each with hazards you can turn on or off depending on whether you want casual fun or competitive play. There you have it, the top 20 Nintendo Switch games you absolutely need to play before the Switch 2 arrives. Each one shows what makes the Switch such a special console and why these games earned perfect scores. Which of these games have you played? Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more Nintendo content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.